Okay, let's talk about scope and what it is in JavaScript. In other languages like C, we have what's called block scope. So block scope means that anything inside the curly braces is visible only inside the curly braces. So in this C code, the Y variable here is inside these curly braces. That means I've scoped it to the curly braces. So on line 8, the printf has no idea Y even exists, and we're going to get an error. If you look over here in the console, when I try to compile the code, we get an error, use of undeclared identifier Y, and that's why it has no idea it even exists. That's called block scope. So in JavaScript, we don't have that. What we have in JavaScript is called functional scope. So anything declared inside of a function, it can only be seen inside that function, or an inner function. Now that's a key there, because then we start creating scope chains. So when I declare variable y inside function B, it's not visible to the outside functions. You'll notice function B is inside function A. So any inner function also has access to its parent scope. And this is how we get scope chains, each from inside out. So function A also has access to the global scope. If you look at the very top of the script here, you'll see global scope here with var num equals 5. Both A and B can see the variable num because it's in the scope chain. So in JavaScript, we have functional scope. A function has its own scope, and then it has a pointer to the outer scope as well, and that's called scope chains. And we're going to see how that works later on. We're gonna deep dive into that, and we're going to do that in the next video on execution context. All right, see you then.